So Microsoft announced the support for Android with Windows 11, and I've installed the Windows subsystem for Android here, and with that also a couple of games and applications. So it comes inbuilt with the Amazon App Store, but it does not work in every country including India. So to counter that, I installed Aurora Store, which acts as the Google Play Store alternative and also the Amazon App Store alternative, and provides you with lots of applications to install simply as that. And for example, I've installed this Subway Surfer game here from the Aurora Store, and I can just open it up. The performance of the game is not the smoothest for me, but it is because of my processor, but fortunately it does not crashes or anything, so that's a really good thing. It runs like a little choppy but does not crash or gives any error. So that is how you can install and play games also on the Windows subsystem for Android. So in this video, let us see how to install it on your computer. So let's get started. So first you need to visit this website, and I will link everything in the description. And you can see the requirements. You have to have this minimum processor and a 64-bit system. You need to enable the virtualization from your BIOS. So while restarting, press your BIOS key and look for a virtualization option. It is called different for different manufacturers. For my Asus laptop, it is called SVM. So similarly, you can visit this page and find out what it's called for you. After enabling the virtualization, we need to go to search and type turn on or off the Windows features and open it up. Here we need to enable the virtual machine platform or Hyper-V. For me, there is no Hyper-V but only virtual machine platform, so make sure you tick mark and press OK. And now we need to go to the settings and go to time and language, and in the region section, language and region, we need to change the country to United States because it is not officially available here and a lot of countries, so you need to enable that. Then go to the privacy and security and for developers and enable this developer mode. So complete those two steps. Now we need to go to the Microsoft Store to install the WSA, but you can see if I click on to go to the store option, it says it's not compatible with my system, so it may show you this error, so you cannot install it if it's not available for you. So what we will do, it copy the link for this Windows subsystem, and we will visit this link. This is a AdGuard link, and here we will just paste the copied link in the box, and from the drop down we will select slow. This is for the stable updates, and then just press the check mark, and now we see a list of applications and files. So here we need to select our system like 64-bit, and it's going to be the Microsoft UI XAML file. So it only supports for ARM64 or x64, so I'm going to choose the x64. That is my system. And it's not downloading by clicking on it, so you need to right click and select save link as, and then just click again and select keep. So it is kind of flagging it off as a security concern, so do not worry about that. And finally we need to install the last file, which is our main subsystem file. It's going to be around 1.5 GB, so we need to install that. And after both of the files has been installed, we can go ahead and double click on the first file, the UI XML, and it will pop you up with this window, and we can go ahead and install it. But we cannot install the second file, the subsystem for Android, the same way. because it will flag you up as insecurity or like uncompatible. So to install this file, we need to right click on the start menu and open up the control panel as admin, and just copy this command from this website and paste it here. And now remove the file name, and we need to replace it with the actual location. So right click on the file and select copy as path and just paste it here and press enter, and the installation has begun for the Windows subsystem, and it's going to take a lot of time, so just wait for it. So now it has successfully installed, and if you check your start menu and application list, you will find the Windows subsystem right there. So you can just click on it to open it up, and now we have successfully installed and opened and launched the Windows subsystem for Android. And you can change your graphics preferences, and you can see we have the developer and other options. But in the developer options we cannot see the IP address, we need that. So what we're gonna do is just open up the files application that you see the first option, and this will invoke the Windows subsystem to launch. And you do not need to wait for it to open up, we can go back and see our IP address has appeared. So enable the development mode, and we need to go back, and if you want to install the Android applications, we need to install ADB on our system. So go to this link and download the latest version for the ADB files, and once you do that, just unzip the file and you will get a installer application. So run the installer and follow the on-screen process, and your ADB should install on your system. And now we can go to our terminal, and here we will type ADB connect, and we need to paste the IP address that we copied earlier, or you can just copy it right now. And you can see it says failed, but it's actually has connected. If you run the command again, it will say that it has already connected. So now we are ready to install application using the ADB. So you can visit any website like APK Mirror or APK Pure and install an application. So for example, I visited the APK Mirror and I'm going to install the Snapseed application. And you can see the APK has downloaded. So we will go to the file location, and like we have installed the WSA, similarly we will just right click on the application file and then copy as path. Then in the terminal we will type ADB install and then space, and we will paste the location of the file and hit enter, and the installation will begin. And the installation does not take a lot of time, it's quite quick, and you can see the installation has completed. And similarly we can go to the start menu, and in the app list we can see the Snapseed application. We can launch it from here. So we have the Snapseed, and we can add an image and start editing. But the Windows subsystem has its own storage and everything, so you cannot import your Windows file here. So you need to install a browser or something and then download the image, or you can access the storage via SMB or network. So that's a different procedure, but that is how you install Snapseed. And it's going to be difficult to install all the applications manually every time, and there we come across the Google Play Store alternative, that is the Aurora store that I showed you in the beginning. So visit this website and install the stable build. And like we have installed previously the applications, we're going to same way copy the select copy as path for the file, and then in the terminal we will type adb install and the path of the file, and we will install the Aurora store. And it has installed, so we can just launch it from the app launcher. And we need to set it up and agree to some terms and condition. Just follow the default selection and click next. And we can change the theme. Right now it's light theme. Change the accent color, and we need to grant all these 3 permissions, so I'm going to quickly do that. And now we need to select between the login method, so I'm going to recommend the second, anonymous. It's the safer one because it's kind of mimicking the Google Play Store, so your account can be at risk. And here we go, we have all the application list similarly as the Google Play Store, and we can just install it with one click. We have the Google Chrome, but the Google applications will not work because it requires the Google Play services, which is right now not supported. So you can install any other application but not the applications that require the Google Play services, like the YouTube. And you can see I can just one click and it starts even updating the application. So even if you have side loaded applications, you can update it from here, so that's also a good thing. And we can search for different applications. So for example, if I search for Call of Duty, which is a really popular mobile game, we can search and download it here. You can see it shows size is 2 GB. Of course the performance will depend upon your processor, but it's good we have the option to install it. So that is how you can side load and install Android applications on your Windows device. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and I will see you in the next one.